Hey guys, so I haven't made a video in like 2 months and I'm so sorry about that. It's actually really weird right now for me to be talking to a camera, but I know I had to make this video. But I'm gonna talk about my experience of going to a 21 Pilots concert. First of all, if you don't really like the band or anything for that matter and you rather hate about it, you can just click off of this video. I'm not telling you that you were forced to watch it. This is just for myself and for anyone else that loves the band, or just me going through my journey of this wonderful experience. So my concert was October 2nd, 2015. So that day I had everything ready. I have met some people through Instagram and Twitter the days before that. The day of, I had all these snacks ready because long story, and then yeah, I had everything planned out, and then I had to go to school. So I went to school and then I left early, so I left at around 11:50, and then I bought Taco Bell, and I picked up my friend because she had early release that day. Yeah, so we bought Taco Bell. That's mostly like a reference. Yeah, so we started going on the highway to Houston, and while we went, my friend Janine that I went with, I was supposed to be Tyler and she was supposed to be Josh, and so in the car she was doing her arm, and it was just so good because Josh has like a sleeve tattoo, and it's so good. And then she put some of Tyler's tattoos on my wrist. It's not my wrist, like the side of my arm. It's like really faint, but it's still kind of there. And I also had the hometown tattoo right here, but that one's gone for sure. And I also had the 3 rings. We did that, and so we got parking, and then we got to the line. It was not that long. I don't know if I have a picture for it to show you, but we were still pretty close, even though there's a lot of people on the first side. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, we got there at about 1:10 p.m. It was still pretty calm, but there were still like a lot of people, and so we waited there. I brought my ukulele and we started playing songs and that stuff, other crazy stuff. And then these 2 people, they started playing live music for us, and it was supposed to be like samples for their own band and stuff like that, and they're selling the CDs, and I actually have it here for I don't know, to like sponsor them. They're called 4 Door Theater. You should really check them out. They're really good, especially live. And then that we just waited there, ate some other food, just talked and that stuff. And I also did my I painted my hands right here. And yeah, I had my hands all black painted with face paint, and it was very messy, but I just coped with it because I really wanted my hands to be black. So time passed, blah 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 blah, and about 4, I think my friend Erika came because she left school early, but not as early as me, so she got there at 4, and I did her neck for the blurry face, for the black makeup. It was really cool, and we did the handshake and that stuff. It was so fun. And then at about like 5, my friend Pearyln, she came in. She came in with Chick-fil-A and that stuff. Okay, so we were eating and blah 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 blah, and then while we were eating and like I was teaching her the handshake, everyone started running, and we were like, what is happening? And so we had to pick up everything and we had to start running, and it was like, what is happening? And so then we were all congested into one area, and the doors weren't open for like another hour, so we were just standing there, and someone had a speaker and it had all the top songs, like every single one, from like Heavy Dirty Soul to like Kitchen Sink. It was so good. And so he was playing that, and then everyone in line was just jamming and singing and all that stuff, and I honestly thought that was like the best moment ever, to just sing with people that love the same band as you, and it was so nice. And I was just in line. Okay, so 6:30, the door, well, not exactly 6:30, but around that time, It was supposed to at least. At 6:30 the doors opened, and my experience on that was the craziest thing ever, but it was the best experience I've ever had in my entire life at a concert. So we were all congested in one thing, and then like amounts of times we would just be running and like sprinting and that stuff, and then eventually when we got to the people that scanned our tickets, we would just be like running. And then there was this one guy, so we were on the left side of the venue for like, and it was a giant line, and then the security guy was like, the general admission's at the right, and no one was going at the right, and so all of my friends and like everyone was just sprinting down. It was like a marathon, and like all the security guards were like stopping us and like trying to like deal with everything, but that didn't work. And then all the security guards were like, whoa, 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 and it was like, yeah, it was so crazy. So then we finally got to the venue, like the concert area with stages. It was really congested. We at first, like the first act or two, we were in like the front middle-ish, like we were on the right side. So we were there, and I was talking to the people in the pit, and then they were really nice. Everyone around me was nice, but the people at the back, I didn't know anyone at the back, but if you didn't know, like everyone was pushing, and it got so bad. It was so bad, and like all of our bodies were right next to each other. Like I've never been that close to someone during a general admission concert. It was like crazy, and like sometimes I couldn't even breathe because of like how close I was to someone. And I don't know, thinking back at it, I was actually like dying, but right now like I'm just so thankful that I had to experience that. So the finished ticket came. I was really happy about that because I actually knew all the songs to that, and they're like amazing live. You should definitely check them out if they ever come to you. So also Echo Smith came on the second act, and I've actually known them longer than 21 Pilots, so it was really good to see them, and they're also one of my favorite bands too, so it was really nice to see them and 21 Pilots and Finished Ticket all in one day. So nice. But I sadly did not get to meet Sydney, Noah, and Graham because I was at that point, because of the pushing and the shoving, I got so close. I was so near to the barricade. It was like so unreal. I didn't even think that was ever gonna happen. Okay, and so like we waited about 15 to 20-ish minutes before 21 Pilots came. Once the lights went off, I think I was starting to cry. And it was only Heavy Dirty Soul though, that's the thing. And so like when that happened, it was like crazy, like everyone was pushing and everything. Like I was like, it was so hard to breathe at that time, but I was still like rapping and everything and recording and everything, and I like lost my friends at that point, but then I found them during the middle of the show. Heavy Dirty Soul went on, and then it was just, I don't want to say like the whole like set list. So that went on. Here's some clips.
When the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Okay, the pushing and shoving was still happening, but it was just so worth it. And so some of my favorite, I'll tell you some of my favorite parts. Like all of it was my favorite, but like the songs I've been like dying to hear like so long. One of them was, you know, Lane Boy. I really want to see that live, and it was so good because, you know, like they like go down, stay low and that stuff, and so the whole crowd goes down, and then like once the drop comes you like jump, and I think it was nice to experience. And then they started to do a mashup of all their old songs. And so they played Addict with a Pen, Forest, Semi-Automatic, Screen, and the Pantaloon. So they played all of those.
I try my best in all that I can do, hold tightly onto what's left in my hand.
And like, it like hit me so hard, and I think I was crying there too. And Holding On To You, no, Guns for Hands was good. So Holding On To You came, and that's when Josh does his backflip, and I had the sickest video ever, and he like, I had it in slow-mo, so he was doing his backflip, and I posted it on Instagram. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, you should definitely check it out. It'll be in the description. But yeah, it was so nice. Ride came on, and that's when Josh plays his drums in the crowd, and that was so surreal. I wasn't really near him, but it was, I loved just watching the video. And then it was Car Radio. That was like crazy. Like I already knew what everything was gonna happen, but like it was just so cool, and I had like really nice videos in that one. And then when Tyler climbed, he does this part with his mask and that stuff. And like it was so good, and like everyone was screaming, and so they had that. And then Goner came on. I think I was crying for that one. Because I decided, also with the mashups and Doubt, yeah, Doubt played, that was good. And I told myself when the Blurryface tour started that I would not watch any of the mashups, Doubt or Goner, on any video ever that was taken during the Blurryface tour. And so yeah, that was the first time I've ever heard those stuff live. Trees came on. That's my favorite song of them, and at that point I was like bawling. Like, I don't even think I could breathe. Like, you should have seen me after the show. My friends were like, what's happening? And then I like cried on my friend's shoulder. During that song, Tyler and Josh go into the crowd, and they play drums. They have like a dual drumming session. And I was actually really near, and I took a really nice video, and I don't know, at that point I was like crying. I couldn't stop crying. It was so nice, and I was looking at the video today. I was actually crying. I don't know, I'm tearing up right now. Oh my god. Okay, I can't believe that happened to me. Oh my god. I didn't think I was gonna cry in this video. Okay, but it was like the best experience I've ever had. I am with all of my friends and that stuff. It's crazy. All of this whole video, well, okay, so once it was done, I was actually like dehydrated, and so we got water, and then we got our merch, and I got the tour t-shirt and buttons, and then we got picked up. I didn't get a card, sadly, but I think they got, the thing that made me mad is I think they gave cards when I left the venue. So that was my experience. It was so nice. Oh, it was so nice. Like, I don't the night before the concert, I wrote Tyler and Josh letters, and I somehow saw Mark. He was recording the line and like all this other extra stuff, and I somehow gave him my letters, and so that means that they're gonna be reading them, hopefully at least. Yeah, I saw Mark. I was pretty stunned about that, and so yeah, this whole experience and me telling you is just to find a band or anything that you love so much and then see them live because you will cry, especially 21 Pilots. They mean so much to me. You have no idea. They've done so much for me, and so thankful that I had them. I'm so thankful I got to experience that. Just find the perfect man that you love entirely, that you give your heart out. Just go to a concert and experience it. Experience all the sweat and tears of the fellow people that are next to you, that love the same band as you, and you just scream out the lyrics from the top of your lungs. It's the best experience of your life. I guarantee it. So I hope you like this video and see me cry. Give it a like and comment down below your favorite bands, I guess, and that's who you want to see live. And yeah, so bye guys.